Well, just let's focus on this aspect of levelling up. You could argue, Nick, I would argue, that the first thing you've got to get right for any levelling up to happen, you talked about the schools, for people to learn in an environment that's conducive to learning, is you've got to know that when you make that walk to school or back home from school, you're not going to be mugged. You've got to know that the criminals are on the run, not you. You've got a new, in Manchester, within Greater Manchester Police, a new Chief Constable, Stephen Watson, making waves, making headlines. For why? Because he just wants to solve crimes. He's not interested in pride flags or any of that stuff. He does tell his officers to polish their boots and have a shave and look smart because it matters from the bottom up. There'll be some people shouting at the telly saying, oh, stop it, that's just posturing, it doesn't change a thing. The figures show that it does matter. The criminals are not on the run in Manchester, but it's turning a corner.
Absolutely. I had my doubts about the new Chief Constable because he was appointed by Andy Burnham. And I was thinking to myself, here we go, we'll have more of the same. But up to now, I think it's been about a year and a half, he's impressed me. The police have stopped being woke nonsense fools. They don't dress up anymore at the pride events. And his old-fashioned policing instinct is kicking in. And that's how police officers should be. They should be clean-shaven. They should attend work smartly with polished shoes. Because that's what you expect when you go to the Hilton Hotel. So why don't we expect it from our Greater Manchester Police? So he is doing those things. He's bringing back some respect for the police. He's got a long, long way to go. So let's not pretend he's solved all the problems. But he seems to be the right man for the right job. And you're right. If you're a kid now in Greater Manchester and you're going to school and your only role models are local drug dealers and the local burglars, and you're trying your hardest at school and you're being beaten up and bullied because you're trying to make something of yourself, how are you going to be successful in life? So we need to tackle the nitty gritty of it, the real basic issues before we can start looking at anything else. And education is something we need to look at, because education in Greater Manchester on the whole is failing a fifth of all children.